It's those little things that keep me finding my way back to the Orange County line.
Welcome to the Y with Dr. T, and I have my good friend Robert Henderson with me again. But this time we're going to talk about America 250 and all of the amazing things that Robert and his committee are planning for the America 250 celebration. All right, Robert,
All
take it
right.
away.
Oh, we're really excited. Um, America 250 is, of course, we're going to mark, and it's just a short time until we as a nation are going to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. And it's going to be a huge event all across our country. But each state was asked to form a commission to explore ways to commemorate this time in our history. So I think Indiana, they formed our commission like in 2022. And then in turn, each county all 92 counties were asked to have a connect leader, someone that would kind of head up the planning and get folks together to, again, to brainstorm and to explore ideals of how we want to commemorate, how we want to mark this time in our history. And so Orange County, we put together a working group of about 20 or so folks from all across Orange County, and they've been meeting for about a year and a half monthly. And our goal, or really our mission, we're tasked with, is to help Orange County commemorate this very special time in our history. And we're going to do that through a variety of different things we're doing. One of the things, of course, we're going to be showcasing and celebrating our history, Orange County's history and its stories, and how that relates to, of course, Indiana history. So we're going to do that through this whole year-long celebration. And one of my favorite things that we did earlier this year, back in April, was called Two Lights for Tomorrow. And every courthouse in Indiana and public buildings, residents, individual homes, placed two lights in the windows. And that was symbolic of Paul Revere's putting the lights up at the old church in Boston. And that was a wonderful thing that Hoosiers, and we did that here in Orange County, and our courthouse was lit up with two lights for tomorrow. And that was really a special thing that we did earlier this year. We also had a kickoff event in June, and that was on Flag Day. It was also the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. And that kind of kickstarted a year-long celebration that will run right up until next July the 4th.
Now, is it right that there are the townships are also having some smaller celebrations within their own smaller districts?
Yeah, well, part of our planning and part of our group that came up with what we were going to do is we knew we wanted to bring back what we called Slices of Orange. And Slices of Orange was a wonderful thing that happened in 2016 when Indiana was 200 years old, Orange County was 200 years old. And we had these community gatherings that were kind of dotted across the countryside in these rural communities, to bring people together, to celebrate community, to reminisce. So we're bringing those back, and we've done a number of them already this fall, and they've been really fun. Again, it just brings all of those little rural burgs and little villages like Leipsic and Orange and Brummer. They were quite, they had their own identity. They had their little school. Each one had their own school and the post office and pumpkin center and all those little. Today, they've kind of faded from the main street, but they were still a very important part of Orange County, and they're very much a part of our story. So one of the things we're doing is having Slices of Orange. So we're bringing that back, and we're doing a number of this year, and then we're going to pick up in the spring, and we'll do some more as well.
So what are a few of the celebrations?
Well, we're working a lot with young people. We're doing an essay contest. We're going to do a public art project, and we're working with the 3 art teachers in the 3 schools because there were some specific things that the state commission wanted us to accomplish as each county would be able to do some key events or signature events. We'll be planting a Liberty tree at some point, and the Liberty tree is symbolic of the tree when our early forefathers were planning um, during the Revolutionary War and mapping out the future of America, would gather around a tree and hammer out independence. So each county will be planting a Liberty tree. There's one thing that we're really super excited about is that we have an opportunity to bring a Smithsonian exhibit to Orange County, and it's called Voices and Votes. And it's all about celebrating our democracy. And Orange County is going to be one of only 4 places in the entire Midwest that's going to host this exhibit, and it's beautiful. It's a Smithsonian exhibit with all hands-on, a lot of interactive activities, and we're going to host that at the Orange County CVB at the Visitor Center.
Yeah.
And it's going to arrive next May, and it'll be here almost up until July the 4th. We're going to engage our school groups. We'll be looking for docents that will help because we host it for 6 weeks in Orange County. And it'll be a real opportunity to bring a Smithsonian exhibit here to Orange County for people to experience. And not only because it's one of only just a handful of places in the Midwest, we'll have people coming from, even as far as Terre Haute, because you won't be able to see this exhibit near us. And so that's going to be really special. So I'm super excited about that. There's been a lot of people worked really hard on making
Well,
that.
that was my question was how did the committee manage
Oh,
that?
well, we had lots of people working on that. Martha Nice was very instrumental on that, and then we put together a little working group, and Joe Lannon, our CBB director, he kind of took the lead to write the grant. We were encouraged to write a grant through the Indiana Humanities, and we didn't really think, probably Orange County wouldn't get the chance, but Lord behold, we were chosen as one of 4 to host this exhibit. So that's really going to be really special, and I can't wait for Orange County and our people, and especially the young people, to be able to experience that. And the whole thing of this celebration is different from what we did back in 1976. This time, we're celebrating the Declaration of Independence. We're celebrating our 250th birthday, but it's also a time when we've been asked as Americans to pause, to think about the American experience as a whole and what brought us to this point in this time in our history. And more importantly, we want to talk a lot about our hopes, our dreams for the future of America, where we want to go as a nation. So we're going to spend a lot of time doing that during this particular 250th celebration.
What's your hopes and dreams?
Well, I hope that the American dream continues, the experiment that was started 250 years ago, that experiment still works. And the dream that our forefathers, Jefferson and Franklin and Adams, all had for America, I hope that will continue. And I hope this will also be a time of coming together as a nation to put aside maybe our differences, but this is a reason to really pause and to think about how we got to this point, this journey that we've been on for 250 years as a nation, and all the things that have taken place and brought us to this time. So I hope it will be a national observance of coming together and to reflect on who we are as a people, and what we're going to leave behind for the next generation of Americans to follow.
So Robert, how do we stay up to date on all of the America 250 happenings?
Okay, you can go to the Orange County America 250 Facebook page. So we're inviting everybody to find and like us, and you can keep up with all of the happenings, all the scheduled events, the activities, all the things that we'll be doing right up until next July 4th is on the Facebook page. So check that out.
So what are some of the events that you know that you're planning? And then also, is there any sneak peek about what's gonna happen on July 4th?
Well, we hope it'll be just a, a marvelous celebration as Orange County comes together to mark this time. Um, we're doing key events. There'll be different events taking place in the different communities now through next July 4th. One event that's coming up really soon, and I'm really happy about, and that is a tribute to our veterans. And we're going to celebrate a 70-foot beautiful new flagpole is going to be installed at the courthouse. And we're going to lay a wreath at the memorial there for the men who fought in the Revolutionary War, who are buried here in Orange County. We want to pay tribute to them for their service. But it also will be a day to celebrate the men and women from Orange County who have served their country. And that'll be on November the 9th, and that's going to be a very important part of our event this fall. A couple weeks ago, we celebrated our courthouse 175 years, and that was really a fun event. And then, we're also encouraging the other communities, and I know there are already plans underway to have their own community celebrations. So we hope there'll be parades. We hope there'll be firework display. We hope there'll be a lot of other activities that will take place up until next July the 4th, which is a weekend. So 4th of July in 2026 is on Friday. So it's going to be a 3-day celebration. And I know the resort is planning some special things, but we hope each community on its own is also planning to commemorate this special time.
So if anyone wants to volunteer on maybe the day of those events or become involved in some way, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, they can contact me through the Facebook page. They can contact me through the Orleans town office, and we would love anybody that wants to be a part or wants to be involved in our planning. Like I said, our group has been meeting for about a year and a half. We meet monthly at the Paoli Library, and we welcome any and all that's interested in being a part of our celebration.
Well, I think that this conversation is exactly what community is supposed to be.
Yeah.
It is important to celebrate our history and also important to celebrate our future.
Absolutely, and I hope in large and small ways that's what Orange County America 250 really is about, really, and in reality, it becomes that conversation that we have as a community. Yeah.
Bring us together.
Yes, bring us together. We need that more than ever before.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be with you.